As we all know, technology is increasing at an alarming rate. With this increase in technology comes an increase in information made available. Even though our exposure to information is growing, the ability for our brain to process this increase in information has stayed the same. This is where my presentation on information overload comes in. Information overload has become a serious problem in today's society. I will discuss what information overload is and how to cope. Information overload is essentially when someone receives more information than their brain can process. Here are some eye-opening statistics about technology and the amount of information we're exposed to. Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt stated that between the dawn of civilization through 2003, about 5 exabytes of information was created. Now, that much information is created every 2 days. Did you know that the typical internet user is exposed to almost 2,000 banner ads per month, and around 205 billion emails are sent per day? Also, 28% of office workers' time is spent dealing with emails. Information overload is a serious problem. It can cause increased stress from the expectation of having to read and respond to every single email received as soon as it hits your inbox. It can also reduce productivity. A study showed that it took people an average of 25 minutes to return to a work task after being interrupted by an email. It also affects decision making. Receiving too much information or data can lead to selective information being received and retained, as well as delayed decision-making or causing wrong decisions to be made. Information overload is just bad for your health. According to Linda Stone, when people tackle their email, many people exhibit what's called email apnea, which is the unconscious suspension of regular and steady breathing. Here are some suggestions for reducing information overload in email usage and internet usage. Try to organize and prioritize incoming email. There are software programs available that learn your email habits, such as which emails you open right away versus which ones you delay or trash. You can also prioritize your email by who is the sender. Take a break. It's important to take a break from your computer to reset your brain and keep your sanity. Google offers a link on your Gmail page that when you click it, it turns your computer screen gray and displays a message for you to take a 15-minute break and counts the time down until you're able to resume checking your email messages again. Limit your email distractions. Try to set aside 2 to 3 times a day to check your email instead of checking your email every 5 minutes. Focus on the quality of the message you are sending, not necessarily the quantity. A short, right-to-the-point message is more valuable than a long, drawn-out message. Next are some suggestions for reducing stress that results from information overload. Get things out of your mind and clear your head. Write down all the things that are going through your mind. Then categorize these things into separate categories, such as things to do today, things to delegate, things to do this week, and things to drop. This is called the 4 Ds. Do it, delegate it, delay it, and drop it. Allow yourself 45 minutes to do tasks that will only take 2 minutes or less to complete, such as emails, phone calls, cleaning up, photocopying, etc. Try to do similar tasks at the same time. For instance, pay all your bills during the same time, or return all your phone calls at the same time, etc. Stop multitasking. Juggling several tasks at once may make you feel exhausted, anxious, and stressed. Focusing on a single task at one time uses less energy and reduces the brain's need for oxygenated glucose, which is the fuel you need to focus on a task. So overall, let's face it, technology is here to stay, which means that our exposure to information is only going to keep growing. Follow these tips and combat information overload. Thank you.